Hello. Today I will be showing you how to use the Daktronics Venus Control Suite web editor tool to make fantastic looking graphics for your display. Daktronics has introduced new Dairy Queen specific content offerings so you can make your display personalized for your store. The new Dairy Queen building blocks will allow you to easily create additional messages for local favorites and advertise products with excess stock. To start, from the media library within Venus Control Suite, click the blue drop-down arrow and select New Web Presentation. Enter the name of your presentation. For example, Free Blizzard Template. Then be sure to select the size of your display from the drop-down menu. Once we click Continue, that's going to take us to this page with a black canvas. On this page, we can use either an image or a video for a background, or a color. Listed on the screen are Dairy Queen's branded colors and the respective RGB values. Those RGB values can be entered under the Properties section by clicking the box under Background Color. I'll use 0, 180, 209 and press Enter. And now you'll see the color change to reflect that Dairy Queen branded color. Now let's go ahead and add in our DQ Blizzard graphic by clicking the icon that looks like a piece of paper with the corner folded and a mountain range and sun in it. This is going to give us a gray X. This is just a placeholder until we actually select our media. Under the Properties section, you should see something that says Source None with a plus icon next to it. Click the plus icon. This will bring up our media library to search through. If you know the name of the file, you can search it at the top, or you can use any of the filters below it. I'm going to scroll down and find a specific blizzard I want to use. After we select our media, we can click the set icon, and that's going to bring it in there. After it's brought in, we can use the green squares around it to resize it how we want it to fit in the presentation. I'm going to resize this one and bring it to the left-hand side over here. Now, if we click the icon that looks like a piece of paper with the corner folded and a couple lines through it, this is going to bring in a text box. Under the Properties section now, we can change what we want our text to say. We're going to put Free Blizzard if your name is : and we're just going to leave it like that for now. Now we're going to size this down just like we did with our Blizzard image by grabbing the green squares and bringing it down a little bit. You'll notice that some of the text isn't showing up in the canvas there. That's okay that it doesn't show up just yet. We're going to make some changes here so that it does show up. If we open up where it says Font, this is going to bring up all of our different font settings. If we click Choose Font, we can go with the Dairy Queen branded Servo New Extra Bold New. Now we're going to adjust the size of the font so that all of our text fits within this text box. We can use these arrows here to bring it down or up in increments of 5, or enter in a specific number there. If you want the text to pop a little bit more, you can also open up the Effects section and increase the outline around your text. If you remove the outline, you could instead do a shadow as well. Now we're actually going to make a separate text box for the person's name so that we can make it larger and more attention grabbing. Under the Elements section on the right, this is going to list all of the elements we have in our presentation, which includes our background color, our Blizzard image, and our text box. I'm going to click the two pieces of paper next to our text box element. This is going to duplicate our text box. With that duplicate, we're going to bring it down to the bottom here. Then under the Properties section in Content, I'm going to change the text to just say Name. Then if I open up my font section, I can increase that name so that it really pops. Now remember how I named this as a template? If we click Save Now, it's going to save this file with that name to our media library. I'll click Exit to go back out to the media library. And now you'll see our free Blizzard template has been created. If we click on the thumbnail image for that, it's going to bring up a menu on the right-hand side. If we click the pencil icon, that's going to take us to edit that file. But we don't want to edit the template. We want to create a duplicate of this entire presentation. To do that, we're going to click the blue drop-down arrow and click Save As. Then we'll name this one with someone's name. So I'll put Free Blizzard Andrew and click Save As. What that did right there was create the duplicate, but the duplicate still has the word name in here. We want to change that. So we'll click on name and change it under the properties section to be my name. Now if we click save, it's going to save over that duplicate, Free Blizzard Andrew. So if we exit now, you can see that we have both our template and our Andrew Free Blizzard in there. You should have a good idea now how to create a web presentation, but let's go ahead and create another one just so you can get a better handle on it. You can actually start a presentation with an image automatically in it as well. If we scroll down, let's go ahead and click on the thumbnail image for this flamethrower grill burger. With the menu that pops up on the right-hand side, we'll scroll down and do a new web presentation. I'm going to call this one, It's Cold Outside. And again, make sure to select my size and then click on Continue. And now you'll see this presentation started with our grill burger automatically in there. We can click on it and resize it just like we did with our blizzard in the previous presentation. I'll select my background from the Elements section on the right-hand side. This is where I can change my background color again. We'll go with the same color we did for the previous one, which if you remember, the RGB value was 0, 180, 209. Now we can add in our text box. Then under the Properties section, we're going to say, it's cold outside, and then we're going to resize this text box to move it over to the right-hand side a little bit. Under the font options, we'll again go ahead and choose one of our servos. We'll size this down so that it fits, and then we'll increase that outline size to 2 pixels. Then, under the Elements section, we're going to go ahead and duplicate this text box. We'll drag that duplicate down to the bottom here. And then just like with the previous presentation, we'll go into the Content section under our Properties and change this text to put, but this burger isn't. Now you'll notice some of this is overlapping. We'll have to play with the font sizes a little bit to make sure that everything fits in there perfectly. And once everything looks good, we can go ahead and click Save, and then exit back out to our media library. Now you should have all the tools you'll need to create some great looking presentations with our Dairy Queen building blocks that we've provided for you. So go ahead, get creative, and make some great looking presentations.